In this video, we're going to look at how we expand single brackets or how we multiply out expressions. So it says when a number or letter or sign, plus or minus, is outside a bracket, we can expand the bracket and remove it. So it means here if we have 3, and how we say this is 3 upon x plus y, means 3 sets of xy, which means x plus y plus x plus y plus x plus y. And if you did it 3 times x, so if you group those all together, x plus x plus x is 3x, and y plus y plus y is 3y. But the easiest way to do it is just to jump from here and so 3 times the x, sorry, I'll just write here. So if you just did 3 times the x is just equal to 3x, and 3 lots of y is plus 3y. So you can see that's a much easier way of doing it. So we're going to just jump to these very easy examples here, hopefully. So it just says expand. So all I'm doing is 3 times everything in a bracket, so 3 times x, and then I'm doing 3 times 1. 3 times x is just 3x, 3 times the 1 is just 3. And just be careful with the signs, some of them will be positive, some of them will be negative. So next one, I have 2 times y is 2y, and then I have 2 times minus 2. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. So your expression becomes 2y minus 4. Next one is a times a. So a times a, use your indices. A times a is a squared. And then if you have a times 1, that's just going to be 1a, which is just a. Okay, this next one is one that confuses people. So I'm going to write this slightly different way over here. So part D, you could write it as really that minus in front is the same as minus 1 times n and then minus 10. So if you did minus 1 times n, people sometimes see this a wee bit easier. It's going to be minus n. And minus 1 times minus 10 would be plus 10. And then you've got your t as well. Another way you can think about it is the minus outside just changes the sign of everything inside. So my n was positive, it becomes negative. And my 10t was negative, so it becomes positive. So whatever way you want. Or you can just think a minus times a positive gives you a minus, so minus n. A minus times, so that was a minus times the positive. Also, a minus times a minus gives you a positive, so it becomes positive 10t. And that's it. Okay, you're now ready to do the practice book. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Apologies, you're not ready to do anything just yet. Right, we want to expand and simplify then in these ones. So you have a wee bit more to do in these ones. How we set this out is important. So we have a wee bit of space to write these, so it's going to take us 2 lines at least to do these questions. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 4 is 8, and then remember you have this plus 3 on the end. Nothing's happening to it at the minute, but it can't disappear, so it's got to be there. And then this is just collecting like terms. So go back and look at your video on collecting like terms if you need to. That's going to be 2x plus 5, because the 8 and the minus 3 can be grouped together because they're numerical terms. 8 minus 3 is just 5. Okay, example B, we have 3 times y, which is just 3y, 3 times minus 1, which is minus 3, and then you have plus 2y and you have plus 1. 3y plus 2y is 5y, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Next example, you have minus 2 times x, which is minus 2x, minus 2 times minus 4, which is plus 8, and you have another plus 8. That becomes minus 2x plus 16. Okay, next example, the next 3 examples look hard, but they really aren't. It's just the same thing. It's just all you've got to do is have more. All you have is more tidying. So first one is 3 times a, just 3a. Then you've got 3 times 1, which is just plus 3. And then over here, these ones confuse people a wee bit. Think of this as just being a plus 1. So you can add in a wee 1 in front of this bracket. So it really is plus 1 times this bracket. So 1 times a is just plus a, plus 1 times the minus 2. 1 times minus 2 is minus 2. And then from here, it's just tidying up. So you've got I'll write all my a terms first, and then my numerical terms. And I mentioned earlier in one of the earlier videos on collecting terms, I wouldn't normally put that in, but that's really what I'm doing in my head. So 3a plus a, so I'm grouping all the a's together, gives me 4a. And then plus 3 minus 2 is just plus 1. Okay, next one. It's 4 times b, which is 4b. 4 times minus 1, which is minus 4. And then similar to your last one, I'm going to think about this as being minus 1 times this bracket. So minus 1 times b is minus b, and minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. So we can again group all the b's together. I have 4b minus b, and then I have minus 4 minus 1. So if we do that out, 4b minus b will be 3b, and minus 4 minus another 1 will be minus 5. For this last example, x times x, use your indices. X to the power of 1 times x to the power of 1, add the powers, that gives you x squared. And x times 2 is going to be 2 lots of x. And then, oh, we don't have another bracket. It's actually a wee bit easier, this one. It's just 2x squared plus 3. So let's just write all of our x squared terms together, then all of our x terms, and then all of our numerical terms. So x squared minus minus 2x squared will be minus x squared. Then you have plus 2x, and then you have plus 3. And you can see here, folks, you're now ready to do the practice book, page 31, questions 1 to 28.